Every person, whether they want it or not, is a cog in a big system. This system always knows what will be better for a person, where they need to be, where to go, and so on. But since the universe fortunately cannot speak, it invents various ways to reach us at the right moment to help. There's a reason they say one should learn to notice everything around, live in the moment, allow oneself to expand the space, instead of getting entangled only in their micro-worlds called family, work, home, community. Living and noticing, living and analyzing, living and observing what's happening, living and sensing the invisible and transient. That's living in harmony with the universe. Because that's the only way to find your true path, to understand if you're veering off course or, on the contrary, have chosen the right direction. Our universe loves to play with consciousness, subtle matters, numbers, and things important to us. If suddenly you start noticing the same numbers constantly, time on the clock and account numbers on receipts in apartments and houses, don't think it's just magic and ignore it. Focus your consciousness on it and start working in that direction. It's simple. Track what exactly was happening at that moment when you saw the repeating number. What thought was lingering in your subconscious at that moment? Recall when these supposedly coincidences started. What were you about to do? What were you planning? What decision were you contemplating? This is important. It's precisely on what torments or doesn't get resolved that the universe offers help. It saw, sensed, and came. Not to entertain you with mathematics, but for you to suddenly understand the scope of life, to distract yourself from the same old, to expand your space, perhaps, finally, notice an exit in a completely different direction. That is, it's unwinding your observance, broadening your horizon, presenting possibilities of options, so you don't get stuck in one spot. Because what is the same number or figure? It's a halt, a cease in counting. It means you're stuck in one place. It means until you solve that problem that has stalled you, you won't move forward. That's roughly how it works. When the same dream starts recurring, it might happen every 6 months, every week, maybe every day, but it's always the same dream. Focus on the images within the dream. Don't just recount it as something extraordinary. Try to analyze what in that dream reflects your life. What situation does it resemble? Who might that black crow with a white wing be? Why does a female figure participate, and why does the subconscious emphasize it? Maybe you have issues with your mother or your feminine side. Dig deeper. That is, it's not a dream for entertainment. It's the subconscious, through the universe, striving for attention to be paid to key moments that need to shift, in which growth is necessary. When suddenly people from the past start calling, people you hadn't thought of in ages, this indicates that you're not living life authentically. Most likely, you're clinging to old patterns that ruin your own life. But out of habit, you keep going with them. Otherwise, why not change? Why did I believe in this for so many years in vain? Why did I put energy into this for so long? A person thinks and continues using ancient algorithms that simply don't work. Pay attention to what you're doing, how you're living, what thoughts you're thinking. Most likely, you deny yourself something because you've been taught to think differently, and your thoughts have taken a back seat. When we lose valuable things, it's about a global attachment with a financial background. It means a person is too focused on material gain. Things mean too much to them, not the people, not even themselves. The main thing is to have everything, to have enough of everything. That is, even if a person is well off, they're sitting in a comfort zone like in a box, not seeing anything else, not utilizing other possibilities for growth. The universe takes away the valuable item so that the person slightly opens their consciousness and realizes that one shouldn't concentrate so seriously on things and material objects. Most likely there are people nearby who await attention, who await love, who await a new venture or a new goal. Perhaps the person deprives themselves of more while chasing after the next blessings. Moreover, things might keep breaking one after another. In common terms, this is called the curse of technology. In reality, it's about a huge warehouse of negative energy. That is, A person has accumulated so much of it within themselves that it bursts through their field and breaks objects. Because often it happens like this. You argue with a loved one, get into the car, and it doesn't starts acting up on the road. Instead of taking help from the universe and reflecting on the fact that you need to redirect your internal focus to the person nearby, give time to them and yourself, we scream at the top of our lungs that the person is a monster, and even because of them, the car broke down. Not because of them it broke, but because of yourself. And you know it perfectly well. When we start losing ground and get carried away, detach too much from reality, the universe starts showing us boundaries. This form of assistance seems very simple. We bump into corners, hit what we hadn't hit before. Wake up, says the universe. Where are you heading? Can you do this more carefully, with open eyes and adequacy? You'll shatter into pieces, my dear human. There are many other kinds of assistance. The universe tries to find its approach to each person, but these basic tricks work with absolutely everyone. Those who believe in nothing can continue to clash and bulldoze forward. But for others, this information might come in handy. By the way, you can also ask for help in the form of hints. For example, if you can't decide on a certain step or action, declare in your mind that tomorrow is a time when you want help and are ready to accept it from everywhere. Go outside and start noticing. Listen to snippets of conversations from passers-by. Pay close attention to everything around. The universe will surely devise a way to reach you by connecting to your subconscious. The universe loves it when it's remembered, addressed, and respected. Its goal is to open the inner vision of each one of us.